Okay, there's this artist guy called James Victory, and he constantly says, FECK PERFUCTION. Yeah, FECK PERFECTION. That's what he says all the time. I don't know why he says that, but I kind of realize now why he always says that. That's just a PG-30 way of saying F perfection, but that's another way to put it, in a PG-13 way. The thing is, I've been an unhealthy perfectionist my whole life. My want for perfection has constantly stopped me from achieving the things that I want to do. The whole problem with wanting absolute perfection is that it comes with expectations. Pretty unrealistic ones, actually. And the funny thing is, art and expectations don't go very well together. Not at all. Not even a bit. Art can have standards, but having expectations in terms of the result that you want often leads to procrastination. You don't make things, you don't put in the work, which by the way is the only thing that matters. It stops you from doing what you want and what you love. That's what happened to me recently. I got blindsided by perfection. Again, for the millionth time. Every artist should strive to make great work. And that's something important. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it should be something one should constantly aim for. But there is a difference between striving to make great work and wanting to make great work all the freaking time when you make something. And that's where the problem comes from. It's absolutely impossible to make great work all the time. One will definitely, will fail a million times at least before they get to something great. And that's the precursor there, to put in the work a million times. But if I go all perfectionist on myself and wait and ponder and strategize about making great work instead of actually doing the work, I fail to put in my reps. See, I'm not saying that you shouldn't wait or ponder or strategize. I'm just saying it's a bad strategy to make great work. But hey, that's just my opinion. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, right? I'd like to finish this little rant off with a little story, that I used to tell myself a long time ago, but I've forgotten along the way. This artistic journey, just forgotten this journey. And this is the story. It's a story about a pottery teacher. So one day, this teacher goes into his class and divides his class into two groups. Group A, the quality group, and Group B, the quantity group. At the end of the year, the quality group would be solely judged based on the quality of the pot they produce. All they need is to produce one perfect pot. That's it, just one pot. The quantity group, on the other hand, would be judged solely based on the quantity of the pots they produce. So the more the pots they make, the better. So the thing is, the teacher, I think, did all this to know which group would produce good work. That's all that matters in the end, right? Like, if you enjoy the process and if you made good work, you won. So at the end of the year, grading session came, and the results were pretty surprising. The number of perfect pots that were in the quantity group were more than the quality group. Surprising, right? Shocking. While they were busy churning out pots day in and day out, the quality group, Group A, was busy theorizing and perfecting their one pot, which in the end wasn't as perfect as they thought it would be. Funny thing. So what's the point here? The more work you make, the better you get, aka more quality. I used to have this debate within myself whether I should make more work or more quality work and focus on less quantity. And I've been lately realizing that the more work I do, the better I get. Both are the answer. Quantity and quality, they're both the answer. You cannot focus on one without the other. You gotta put the reps in. You gotta show up every single day. And that's what this thing is all about. I found this Picasso quote which is pretty relevant in this context, and that is, inspiration will find you, but it has to find you working. That's pretty much it. Thank you. Bye-bye.